What's up, Terabytes? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today we are opening up an actual time capsule. This is Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way, in one take. Let's go. See, they still got it. After how many years? Maybe we won't do the math on that.
Yeah. You are my fire, the one desire, believe.
But I don't think this is live though. Maybe one take in another way, like the visuals.
I want it that way, but we
Oh, it's still so good. I feel like he hasn't aged a bit. Okay, is this bringing you back so many nostalgic vibes like it's doing for me? This would have been a crazy thought back in 1999 to shoot this on a phone vertically. Like, was that even possible then? Fun fact also, this was actually not a planned shoot. They had a 2-day shoot, a grueling 2-day shoot, and they were feeling very like 1999 nostalgic and decided just off the cuff to film this video. Nothing but a, so percussive there. That way. There's so many tiny little micro-isms that if you don't really listen for it, you would never notice. Like how there's a lot of diphthong usage. Tell me why, and I never wanna. And then instead of I want it that way, they go, I want it that way. There's this tiny little A in there, which is also, by the way, very Italian of them, even though that's not the intention here. But when you sing in Italian, you also use that A a lot, like where it doesn't belong and yet it does. But I have a question for you guys. I need you to answer in the comments. Are you team Backstreet Boys or team NSYNC? Yes! It's too late. I love his sunglasses. Are we really feeling the white? I'm totally feeling the white. I really love how this is in a hanger too. Notice the Backstreet Boys airplane in the back. And did you notice here, again, that away. That away, no, this away. And that wardrobe white aesthetic look I just mentioned is definitely signaling a 2025 upgrade from their 1999 look, because in 2026, they've got Into the Millennial Homecoming World Tour. So buckle up for that.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a thought. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say
yes! That away again. Okay, I have to point out something that makes no sense, no lyrical sense. And maybe you're one of the fans out of the 25 years of the many fans who have asked this question and noticed this issue. The verse says, I want it that way, meaning like they want to be together. And yet in the chorus, they're saying, I never want to hear you say, I want it that way. This is a pop enigma and a lyrical mystery that has survived 3 decades, and millions of people have been singing this, including these guys, and it makes no sense. Make that make sense to me, someone please, because you literally can't mean one thing while meaning the next. Tell me if I'm wrong.
now I can see that we've fallen apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah.
Yes! I kind of want to see him do some synchronized dancing though. I'm sure they will on their tour. Okay, so I love the harmonies and I really appreciate nice resolution, and they did a really nice one here. If you hear me deep down inside of me, listen again real quick. Deep down inside of me. Nice resolution.
My fire, the one
Okay, I've always loved that tone too, like in that low kind of comeback chorus, you are. And he really leans in beautifully to the AH, not going to the R. You are my fire, the one desire. It's so beautiful there. I'm really excited to hear these stacks that are about to come up, but let's appreciate that one more time because I think it's worth appreciating. Plus, we get to see that awesome dance move one more time.
My fire, the one
So nostalgic.
you are.
You are. I love that.
Don't wanna hear you say nothing.
Okay, such a sucker for that double tone kind of rasp in his voice as well there. Like, it got me then and it still gets me now. It's really needed in the song because everything is so polished, so smooth, and so poppy. And this gives it just a little bit edge so that like if you kind of lulled off somewhere, this really grabs you back in and just really brings the dynamic and the intensity level of the song back up after that little lull, which was also really nice. But this was really needed here. Let's listen again.
Don't wanna hear you
It's also hard on an E. I love that. Yes. So genius how there's just a slight little change there in the melodic line and the beginning of the I want it that way. Instead of I want it that way, it's beat. So they're going on the and of the one, boom. I want it that way. Just a slight deviation. And for songwriters out there, like this was intentionally written to be a hit. Like I think also that's probably why they didn't really care or pay attention to whether the lyrics made any sense. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of times in songwriting, like high level songwriting for big artists, songwriters write in nonsensical syllables and consonants. Like they'll just vibe with the melody and they'll be, I will, so, and then the lyricist's job is to like write based off of those weird vowels and consonants that didn't mean anything. And so a lot of times like the meaning or making it make sense totally gets lost in the sauce, especially in pop music where it's more about the hookiness and that brainworminess than it is about anything else. You hear that much less prevalently in other genres like country, Broadway, Disney, even classical music, where the storytelling is sort of like up there in the list of priorities of what's in the forefront of the writer's mind. Anyway, I digress.
Tell me why ain't nothing but
Nothing but a very percussive, very accented there. So tight, so tight. Wait! I didn't notice this, but he said, I never want to hear you say, and then I want to hear you say, oh, that makes even less sense now. Okay, I kind of can't. Oh my gosh. I love that note. Okay, all right. I love his voice. I really, really do. I'm a fan, like a huge fan. But you gotta open your mouth, bro. It would cost you so many less vocal dollars. This wah, totally jutting the chin, locking the chin, and forcing the throat to work versus why, which would just flop the notes out of your mouth and make it so much easier for you to sing. It's not that it would change how good the note is. The note's already great. It would just be so much easier for you. It's like the equivalent of like buying a really amazing suit, but on clearance. Like it cost you so much less, but for the same exact awesomeness. It's the same thing here. That away. Ooh, love the slowed down vibrato at the end. Peace in the hangar they go. World tour, let's go. Who is going to the Backstreet Boys world tour? I don't know about you, but listening to this, the feeling is just undeniable. It is bringing me back so hard to when I first listened to the song, and I hope it did you. I hope you enjoyed this today. And if you're a singer, maybe you're dreaming of being in a boy or a girl band and you want to up your vocal game, I have something for you. Click the link in the description box below and grab yourself a discounted first lesson with me or one of my coaches. In just 1/2 hour, we will blow your mind with all the crazy things you never knew your voice could do. I love you guys so much. I am proud of you. And if you want to watch something else amazing, click on this video next because YouTube knows you're gonna love it.